In this video, I have compiled a list of the top 5 best 240Hz gaming monitors in the market that are worth buying. So let's get started. Number 5. The Zowie XL 2546K is built to compete. It strips away the frills to put the focus entirely on speed, clarity, and providing you the edge you need in competitive games. With a TN panel, the monitor is effortlessly fast even without enabling overdrive and has no traces of ghosting whatsoever. That does come with the usual TN limitations of reduced contrast and color depth, but since this monitor supports importing and exporting picture profiles, you can easily download custom settings for individual games to make the most of its capabilities. A 240Hz TN panel should be enough to give players an edge, but the XL 2546K takes it multiple steps further. Zowie's DIAC Plus technology reduces motion blur during shaking animations like firing a gun to maintain your visibility. Motion blur reduction can be found on other gaming monitors, but DIAC Plus stands apart by doing so without reducing your brightness. It's a zero-compromise solution. Other competitive high points include a controller that can swap picture profiles on the fly. Pairing this with the display's black equalizer function, you can literally peek into the shadows and pick out enemies with the push of a button. Both sides of the screen feature flap to block out distractions and keep competitors from peeking at your screen, and a smaller than average stand allows you to position your peripherals comfortably, even if you prefer them farther out. The XL 2546K doesn't support HDR and has a very peak brightness, so there are meaningful trade-offs here, but there's no mistaking the competitive design it brings to the table. There's a reason the ESL Pro League uses these displays at pro esports events. Number 4. The best 240Hz G-Sync gaming monitor we've tested is the Asus ROG Swift PG279QM. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card and want to take full advantage of it with the native G-Sync support, this monitor is a great choice. It has a few features you don't get on native FreeSync monitors, like the NVIDIA Reflex Latency Analyzer that measures the latency of your entire setup. The monitor has low input lag at its max refresh rate, and even if it increases with lower frame rate signals, it's still low enough for a responsive feel. Motion looks smooth at any refresh rate, as it has a quick response time with minimal motion blur and not much overshoot. It doesn't have a backlight strobing feature to reduce persistence blur, but it's unlikely you'll need one since motion looks smooth even without it. Number 3. The 27-inch Alienware A2721D offers class-leading performance on par with our second picks, but in a conventional flat display. On top of its 240Hz refresh rate, this 1440 pixel IPS panel looks crisp and extra bright thanks to its 600 nits of brightness with local dimming. It also sports NVIDIA's G-Sync Ultimate certification, which means this monitor has been through more than 300 tests by NVIDIA itself to ensure it delivers a premium, artifact, and screen-tearing-free gameplay experience. While many IPS monitors suffer ghosting due to their slower response time, that's no issue for the A2721D. Alienware is a bit overzealous when quoting a 1 millisecond response time. This is only available in extreme overdrive mode, which causes inverse ghosting. But the experts at Display Ninja found that leaving the monitor in fast mode solves this issue while still only featuring 2 milliseconds of input lag. Even for the best players, that's an imperceptible difference. It isn't perfect, though. A number of users have also complained about backlight bleed and IPS glow, which cause the edges or dark areas of the screen to glow due to the backlight. It's a small issue, though, and the vast majority of users report glowing impressions. Number 2. Samsung Odyssey G7 offers more bang for your buck than any other 240Hz monitor. It's packed with more features than any other monitor we could find at this price, and has tricks it has up its sleeve that can impress even highly discerning players. The G7 isn't just fast, it's immersive and great for far more than just esports. It features a QLED panel, enhancing its colors and brightness for a more vivid image. Those quantum dots also allow the G7 to reach an impressive 600 nits of peak brightness for improved HDR performance. If that weren't enough, it also features a deep 1000R curve, one of the deepest you can find on a display, taking up more of your field of view and drawing you further into your favorite games. We recommend testing the G7 or another curved monitor before buying it, though. Not everyone loves using a curved display. The G7 isn't the only monitor with an impressive feature list, but it wins out in value due to its $599.99 price point. That's hardly cheap, but it's a full $100 less than its closest competitor, the Alienware A2721D. The biggest difference between the two displays is that the G7 uses an SVA panel, in shorts, a VA with improved viewing angles, while the Alienware uses IPS. With that kind of savings, it doesn't need to be perfect to still be an incredible choice. And that's good because there are some potential issues to be aware of. Early users reported issues with screen flickering that were resolved with the firmware update. Others had issues with stuck pixels that required a full replacement. While these issues are the vast minority, it's still a good idea to purchase from a retailer with an easy replacement policy in case you run into issues. If you're like most users, you'll find this monitor to be an outstanding choice. Number 1. Want a superb yet affordable 240Hz monitor for competitive gaming? Just buy the Alienware A2521HFL. It's that simple. Of course, the best 240Hz gaming monitor offers silky smooth gameplay, but what makes the A2521HFL stand out, though, is its image quality. This monitor has great color accuracy, a pleasing color gamut, and a high maximum brightness. Colorful games look vivid and punchy on this monitor, which is good, because most competitive games skew towards a colorful presentation. Contrast is mediocre but solid for a 240Hz monitor. It also has good response time for excellent motion clarity and fast-moving scenes. You'll need to upgrade to 360Hz to beat this Alienware by a significant margin, and even then the difference is small. The monitor also delivers an attractive design and excellent build quality. The height-adjustable stand is among the best on any 24.5-inch monitor. However, because this is no longer Alienware's flagship, that honor goes to a newer 360Hz model. Pricing is affordable. You can often find this monitor for $300 or less. Thanks for watching, guys. That's all for now. I hope you guys liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you guys in the next video.